Listen, I don't know what's happening with the video. The video is tripping right now. And of course, this would be the day that we have one of our very own BPC members, Evancia Brown, who's going to be going live, y'all. And so I just want to let you guys know I'm sorry, but we are on day number 13. And so we're going to go live, y'all, right now. We're going live right now. Go ahead and drop in the chat space your city and state. Put your city and state in the chat space. And I'm gonna figure out a way of why this did not play right. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna still make this thing work. So y'all go ahead and drop your city and state in the chat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in our amazing talk from the incredible Evancia Brown. Y'all, I'm going to introduce her real quick and let me tell you a little bit about Evancia. So, one second. Again, put your city and state in the chat. Put your city and state in the chat. Y'all, day 13, day 13. And we have just been rolling this thing out. It's been amazing, y'all, right? So, let me tell you about Evancia. Evancia Brown is a certified life coach specializing in empowering women. Hold on, specializing in empowering women to overcome setbacks after a heartbreak and creating actionable life plans to achieve their goals. Evancia has been featured on major media outlets and platforms such as CEO Weekly, Fox News Channel, Nebraska Digital Journal, among others. She is also the author of 30 Days of Bouncing Back, tips on overcoming setbacks from life's challenges, offering practical strategies for resilience and personal growth, drawing inspiration from her journey and Caribbean heritage. Evancia's talk and coaching session inspire women to see setbacks as setups for comebacks. She's passionate about equipping them to rise stronger and create true love. Y'all, let's give it up for Evancia Baron.
Ever experienced a heartbreak so extremely painful that it felt like your entire world was shattered, leaving you wondering, how will I ever bounce back from this? Raise your hand if you ever experienced a heartbreak like this. I sure have. Now, heartbreak has a unique way of testing our strength, our identity, and our willpower. But here's the truth: while it can feel like an ending, it can also be the beginning of an incredible comeback. A life changing heartbreak could be a lot of things. It could be losing a partner after being married for so many years, or in a long term relationship. A breakup happening after the loss of a job. A breakup also resulting after you have uprooted yourself to move to be with your partner. The list goes on of a life changing heartbreak. Now, I'm going to share three things today: how to acknowledge the pain without becoming it, two, how to rediscover who you are, and three, how to create a vision for your life and set goals. Let me first tell you a little bit about myself. I immigrated to the United States from the island of Dominica when I was around 21 years old to pursue dreams I felt I couldn't achieve on the island. You see, at the time, the highest level of education was like a community college. So I felt I had to spread my wings to get to where I wanted to go. And I chose the Big Apple. Throughout my time in New York, I made a life for myself with some amazing friends and a few family members. I had a great support system where friends had now become family, and I had a great lifestyle. Although I had just gotten a promotion as a manager of a major bank at 34, there was something missing in my life. I had hoped to meet someone to share my life with and start a family, but that hadn't happened. Now, shortly after my promotion, I met someone who shared similar interests. We loved the same things, the same food, the same music, and our goals aligned. I thought he was the one. We got engaged and we made some new plans together to start fresh in a new state. He got a job offer first, so he went ahead to get things ready for us. I was on top of the world, as they say. Wouldn't you be? But things didn't go as planned. I got my heart broken in the process of moving. Yes, there was another woman. My life felt like it ended. Here I was in a new state, not even unpacked yet. Can you imagine? No family, no friends, no support system, no job, no place of my own to live. Heartbroken in so many tiny pieces. What do I do with my life now? Already gave up my apartment and furniture back in New York. There's nothing to go back to. Can you imagine? Guess what? I had to pick up the tiny little pieces of my life that was left. I created a new plan for my life and I bounced back in a better situation than I was before the breakup. I got a better paying job. I bought a home within 8 months and I started a business that I loved. And that is why I became the life coach that I am today to help women overcome setbacks after a life changing heartbreak so that they can gain clarity, focus on their goals, and create a new plan to bounce back stronger. Now, I plan on sharing with you some helpful tips today. And if you do want to work with me further, is it okay that I talk to you at the end of the training on how you can work directly with me? Just type OK in the chat. Let me know if it's okay with you. So at the end of the training, we will go over how you can work with me. Now, are you ready to get into this training? Let's do this, right? Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is acknowledge the pain without becoming it, right? Acknowledge the pain. Now, here's an interesting fact. Emotional pain triggers the same area of the brain that is activated by physical pain. This explains why heartbreak can feel just as unbearable as physical injury. It's just as bad. Now, think about a pain that you've been carrying since the heartbreak. Have you allowed yourself to fully acknowledge it? Or are you just suppressing it in hopes that it will disappear on its own? Yeah. Are you just holding on to that pain? It's not going to take care of itself. Now, here's a quote by Brené Brown, right? You can't heal what you don't feel. Let that sink in for a minute. You can't heal what you don't feel. So acknowledge the hurt, but don't let it define your story. You must embrace the grief, as difficult as it may sound. Let yourself feel everything: anger, sadness, confusion. It's okay to grieve without beating yourself up about it. Holding in those emotions only make it harder to heal. Remember, the heartbreak happened to you. It doesn't define who you are. When you see it that way, it's easier to handle your feelings. Accept what's out of your control and focus on what you can change. I like to say, you can only control what you can control. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is to rediscover who you are. Studies show that after a breakup, it's common to feel like you've lost a sense of self identity. You've lost a part of yourself, especially if your identity got tied to the relationship. But this is your chance to rediscover who you are. It's not just about healing, it's about rebuilding a stronger foundation for the future. According to a study published by the Journal of Positive Psychology, 60% of participants reported experiencing personal growth and greater self awareness after a breakup, highlighting the transformative potential of this phase. So I say, don't miss out on this opportunity. This will turn your negative into something positive for yourself. Now, I have a question to ask you. What is one thing that you used to love doing that you stopped because life got in the way? Or because your relationship consumed your focus? Let me pause for you to think about that. What have you always wanted to do, but never took the time for yourself to do? Rupi Kaur says, sometimes you lose yourself in love, but the beauty lies in finding your way back stronger. You must revisit your goals to identify what truly matters to you outside of the relationship. What goals did you pause? For me, I always wanted to travel more, but since being in the relationship, we never went anywhere. I never realized how much I missed traveling until after the breakup. So that's why I say to you, think about the things that you've wanted to do and never did because you were consumed in the relationship. How are we doing so far? Everybody's doing good? Okay, so we're going to go into the next one. The next topic is create a vision and set goals. Now, here's a statistic for you. Research from Dr. Gail Matthews at Dominican University, not to be confused with my island of Dominica, research found that people who wrote down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who only think about them. 42% more likely. That's an amazing point. 42%. Did you catch that? Did anybody catch that? Write 42 in the chat, please. If write 42 in the chat, 42%. Write 42 in the chat because that's an important point to think about. That's a huge number. 42%. Writing your vision makes it tangible and actionable. Now, if you could design the next chapter of your life, what would it look like? Where are you going? What are you doing? And who are you taking with you? I mean, family and friends? What experiences are you making for yourself? Now, you can use a vision board or a visualization exercise to imagine the life you want for yourself. But you have to be intentional about it. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. You can even use something as simple as a post it and place what you have written on your mirror, but you have to write it down. Tony Robbins says a clear vision combined with purposeful action is the foundation of your comeback story. And I believe that. I truly believe that. When you start asking yourself questions like, what do I want my life to look like 1 year from now? And what's one action I can take today to move closer to my vision? You begin to take control of your own narrative. The comeback isn't about waiting for life to happen, it's about making it happen like I did. I had to take matters into my own hands and create the life that I wanted for myself and not depend on anyone else to do it for me or or give it to me. Look where it got me. I moved for someone, and look what happened to me. My whole life got shattered. Another quote that I love is by John Ron that is so relevant. He says, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you will fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have in store for you? Not much. Let that sink in as well. Not much. Did that rub anyone the wrong way? I'm sorry. It sure rubbed me the wrong way when I read it, but it's the truth. We have to take matters into our own hands. Now that you have the vision, you must turn the goal into an action plan. Now, it's important to ensure that it's a SMART plan. SMART is an acronym for S is for specific, the M is for measurable, A is for achievable, R is for realistic, and T is for timely. You must take daily action that align with your goals, no matter how small they may seem to you. And don't forget to celebrate the small wins when you accomplish them. I know it's hard to do. Even for me, sometimes I have to remind myself to celebrate the small stuff. You have to develop a personalized plan for your bounce back journey and ask a family member or a friend who really care about you to hold you accountable to accomplish those goals. Now, are you all getting any value so far? I hope you are. Please put in the chat that you are. I hope you are getting value from what I'm sharing because this has gotten me a long way. Now, how many of you would like someone to guide you step by step so you can rebuild after your heartbreak? Type rebuild in the chat if that person is you. If you would like some guidance step by step in how to bounce back and rebuild, type rebuild in the chat. Rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. So I want to talk to you about the Jumpstart Your Bounce Back. Now, it is a 30 days of coaching with me to help you personalize your action plan to bounce back. You get my new book, 30 Days of Bouncing Back, Tips on Overcoming Setbacks from Life's Challenges. You get added to the Facebook community for support and accountability. You also get to join my virtual workshop as a VIP. To sign up, you can go to yourbounceback.com. This is typically $9.97, but because it's the new year, it's only $197. And for the first 10 people who sign up, there will be a $100 scholarship for being part of this conference and also being a quick action taker. Now, the top three questions that people frequently ask when deciding if this is for them are: one, do I have the money? We go out to dinner and spend more than $97 on drinks and a meal. Let's be honest, we spend this on stuff we don't even need. I can attest to that for myself. Next question you may ask is, will I have the time? But the thing is, we spend time on the things that are important to us. You have so many things taking up your time and no time left for yourself. And the training will also be recorded, and you will receive the homework and weekly tasks to keep you on track. The third question that you may ask is, will it really work for me? Now, that's the mindset kicking in, and that's a negative self talk. You have to decide that you are ready to start working on your goals today. Today. And only you can advocate for yourself. If you only knew what the results could be for you and you getting out of your own way, you will realize that you need this for yourself. Now, for those of you who know that this is the opportunity that's going to help you jumpstart your life, then you want to go to yourbounceback.com. You can go ahead and get started today for the special price. It won't last long. And again, it's for only for the first 10 people. Now, heartbreak can leave us feeling broken, but it also presents an opportunity to rebuild ourselves into something much, much stronger. By acknowledging your pain, rediscovering yourself, creating a vision, you're not just bouncing back, you're rising higher and higher and higher than ever. Again, go to yourbounceback.com to sign up. Thank you for allowing me to share with you today how to bounce back after a life changing heartbreak. I hope my life story inspired you to bounce back stronger. Take charge of your life today. You're in control.
Yes, the bounce back coach. First of all, let me tell you something, Evancia. Honey, one of the things that I tell you, and y'all drop a money sign in the chat if y'all can relate. One of the things that almost took me out, I ain't even lying, y'all, was a breakup. And it's crazy too because this was the breakup from someone who was not even my type. I would never even normally date. And this man had me all over the place, discombobulated. Now, granted, it was a combination of stuff that was going on in my life, but dog on it if I would have had somebody to help me to bounce back, because it took me about a good year before I could really start moving into action. And I'm just being real transparent here. You know, I see y'all in the chat talking about being transparent. Yeah, I can relate, Avancia. I can relate to being seen as a powerful woman on the outside, and on the inside just literally being, I mean, uh, disappointed with myself. Like, Taria, what is going on with you? Like, how you let somebody you don't even you would never even date what, you would never even date this person, right? But that's how it happens. And so I'm grateful that we have somebody that's in this space that's helping, helping women. And men need it too. That's why we had just the other day AJ Robinson. You see how we doing this back to back? Yesterday we had AJ helping the men bounce back, and today we got the women. And so we need that, y'all. Let me tell you something. You cannot move forward looking in the rearview mirror. Ooh, imagine driving, and when you're driving the whole time, you're looking in the rear view instead of looking where you're going. Focusing on what they did, how they hurt you, I am now good friends with that person, forgiving that person. I, and it took, when I tell you it took so much for me to get in that space to stop looking in the rear view. So I don't even speak on the things that they did. I just talk about where I was emotionally. But when I look at the whole scenario and things like that, and when I got the help, even though I didn't have a bounce back coach, I was able to identify some of the things where there were red flags for me, things that I chose to ignore certain things. But Taria, what can you do to get back on track? And so I pray that you guys took advantage and checked out her link. She'll definitely be messaging you. Isn't this getting good? I'm telling you guys. And what I can tell you guys is I appreciate my A1 day ones. I appreciate those of you guys who've been showing up and showing out up in this chat. Y'all have been plugging in and literally giving me life. But yes, Alfred, forgiveness is the key. AJ Robinson. We're going to call you AJ because I like AJ. I like Alfred too, but AJ Robinson is your pen name. Forgiveness is the key, y'all. We cannot move forward looking in the rear view. And I was somewhere where they said, let me tell you what unforgiveness is like. Unforgiveness is literally drinking the poison that you hope the person that you've unforgiven, that you hope they would drink. You're literally drinking the poison because they done moved on. They don't even care. They're not even thinking about it. And if you want to, we can go deeper into scripture talking about forgiveness, of how God has forgiven us for the things that, ooh, Lord. And so, anyways, thank you so much. Thank you for your talk today, Evancia. Thank you for being a part of New Year, New You. Y'all, this is getting good. I really pray that y'all have been plugging in. Now, y'all remember, y'all need to go on over to the Facebook event chat, and you need to type in the chat, in the event chat, one takeaway that you received, from today's event. One takeaway, okay? One takeaway. Make sure y'all plug in. Let me see what y'all got over here in the chat. Y'all just building relationships and families and stuff. SMART. The acronym is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. I love it, y'all. And I'm gonna make sure that what we're gonna do as well. This is what, you know what, this just came to mind, because y'all been in the chat chatting so much. I know y'all feel like, man, I'm building some connections with this person and this person and just new words. So we're going to create on Sunday, on this next Sunday, when we do the live panel, we're going to also create a networking experience. So after we do the giveaway, I'm then going to open up opportunities for us to go into some networking rooms, get to know each other and things of that nature. Because I am believing and I'm speaking that many of you guys are going to connect with someone here that's going to help you to grow your business and take your business next level. You're going to connect with someone here that's going to help you with your finances. You're going to connect with someone here that's going to help you with your wellness, whether it be physical or mental. There are so many different connections and collaborations that are waiting right behind the chat. And so we're going to create a networking opportunity on Sunday so that you guys can connect with each other. So don't forget, Sunday we have our panel. Tomorrow we have another speaker that's going to be joining us live. Okay. So I hope that you guys plug in. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for the delay, child. But we made it work, and y'all showed up and showed out. Yes, you did. Proud of you. All right. Well, I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up if you could. Please give us a thumbs up. I'm trying to zoom in on, I'm trying to focus in on my thumb. Give us a thumbs up, please. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up, but make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you on tomorrow.